Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Family Matters this week. It's my pleasure to have you with me on this program. Once again, in case you are joining us for the very first time, my name is Yemisi Ayorinde. I'm an author, a marriage and relationship mentor. I'm a social worker, a mental health and addiction counselor. I'm also a pastor with the Redeemed Christian Church of God, a Papa family in Ibadan, Nigeria. It's my pleasure to welcome you on board. This week on Family Matters, we shall be talking on killers of marriage, or what you may, call marriage killers. What are the things that may kill marriages? This is Family Matters. We're talking on issues that will make your family to thrive so that we have a better society. You see, we're talking about miscreants in society. What has, necessitated that? What brought about that? It's because of lack of home training. No home base for them. You see children sleeping on the bridge, nobody for them. Because marriages of their parents broken up, and a lot of the time parents have gone separate ways. As a social worker in training, one day we had a very sad experience at the welfare office in Ibadan, Nigeria. 6 children came to report their parents. The very first child in that marriage said we should please help him beg his parents, because he had to rent just a room to accommodate his 5 siblings, making 6 of them in that apartment. And he felt so bad. At that time, his report was the father had gone with another woman, the mother had gone into politics. And then this guy succeeded in bringing the parents to the welfare office and asked us, workers, to please the parents, that he's very, very uncomfortable. He doesn't want to scatter the lives of, he doesn't want to watch the siblings have a life that is not organized. That is why he had to rent a room and, put all the other siblings together with him. It was a very sad day for us because we looked at this guy's plight. Just one thing, like he has emerged as the hero of that family, trying to ensure that the family is together. And the parents did not even see the necessity of coming together. When we interviewed them, we discovered that so many things, cause the separation of the parents. As in any other separation we can talk about. There are so many reasons that marriages break up. And it will interest you that most people that their marriages break up never intended that their marriage will break up. But carelessness, you may say, or sometimes things just come upon without your preparing for it. And it will be very good if we have it at the back of our minds as individuals in marriage, or even as children growing up, that when I do get married, my marriage will not break up. It takes effort, it takes commitment. Number one thing that will not make your marriage to die is you must be committed to that marriage. What do I mean commitment? Parties, both husband and wife, must make commitment to what. When you see marriages that are thriving, they actually make effort to make it work. No marriage will just work naturally without making efforts. No marriage will just, crash without contribution from both parties. Now, the Bible says in Proverbs 5:18, let your mountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of your youth. Everybody should have a lovely home. Everybody wants joy in the wife of their youth. But what are the things that wives can do that will make the husband not to rejoice in the wife of their youth? Sometimes you see some wives, because they are married, especially wives in Christian marriages, they feel that this man cannot go outside marriage, he cannot have an affair, so they just appear anyhow. You see, apology to pastors' wives. Some pastors' wives, carelessly dressed, they don't even care. They say, he's a pastor. I mean, what I mean to women, I divinely. See the tummies of women, flying there, the bomb flying at the back. I said, if you can't even exercise, gaddle it up, look very smart. Package yourself divinely. Look very presentable. Let it come out and look at you beside and say, I'm talking to us women now. Let's package ourselves divinely. You know, dressing very well is not expensive. You just give yourself some sense, as we say to each other, like, let me borrow you some sense. You know, dressing very well doesn't have to be expensive. Just have a sense of combining your colors, managing your colors very well. Like if you have a skirt and a blouse, today you wear the blouse on another skirt, tomorrow you wear the skirt and you change your top. You can just, you know, dress nicely, package yourself in such a way that you are presentable. Your husband will be, you know, glad to introduce you to people. I was talking with my senior pastor this morning before I came on air, and he said to me, we were discussing a particular couple and how to, you know, help them with their marriage. And he said to me, he said, that the woman is very dirty. I said, really? That I've never entered their house before. He said one of the complaints the husband gave initially was that his wife is very dirty. And they tried to follow the wife up, that the wife will not change. I mean, this is a wife of a pastor thinking that, well, there's nothing this man will do. Nobody likes to live in a dirty environment. Please, women in the house, keep the home tidy. Daddies in the house, please assist women, assist your wives to have a clean environment. Like if you are bringing up your children, for instance, and it's like it's a bit demanding on the woman, husbands, please help out. Help out. You know, I love these modern day husbands. They are more available than the husbands in our own generation. I love you. Kudos to you, young men. They are always out to help their wives. They feed their children. They dress up their children. And some of the time, they even give their children baths and all of that. Oh, kudos to young men. Happy, you know, associated with your generation. I remember when we gave birth to our second son. The first son rather. Then we got one from hospital. And my mother-in-law, my husband, I think you have to move to the other room so that the noise of the baby will disturb us. Mom, no ma, he's going to move. This child belongs to the two of us. When the child, let him hear the cry of the child. Thank God for you, young men these days. You sleep together, you help your wives. I'm so proud of your generation again, I must say. But all the same, women in the house, that is not an excuse to be lazy. That is not an excuse to be lazy. Keep your home as tidy as possible. When you go into the home, immediately you have the room that is not tidy. How do you know? Because we just be perceiving odor of urine on the chair. Sometimes you sit on the chair and say, no, the baby just peed on that. Oh my God. This is it's not good enough. Please take care of your children. When you have not started potty training them, give them nappies if you don't want to, you know, if you want to wash. The Lord Almighty will provide for each and every one of us. I know it is very expensive to buy all these nappies, but it is far expensive to have a marriage that will die. So let's work at our marriages. What again can kill a marriage? Suspicion on the part of either the wife or the husband. I spoke one day about a wife that just, you know, picked her phone and called my number and started talking to me that man that you are calling is my husband. I just started laughing. I said, lady, I'm a grandmother. What's your husband's name? She told me the husband's name. I said, you're obviously speaking to the wrong person because I don't even know your husband. This kind of woman, we phone anybody and harass the person. What if I was a young girl dating the husband? Then that one will now go and gear up and want to attack her. Please do everything to believe each other. Once your husband tells you something, believe it as the gospel truth until it is otherwise proven wrong, so that you can at least even live in peace. You understand? A lot of the time, you are suspicious and it's unfounded. There's no truth to it. So we go, like the case of the lady that called me, checking the husband's phone. Oh, who is this one? Who is that? Give yourself some peace. There are some husbands like that too. There's a lady very close to me whose husband will check her phone, whose husband will harass any man, whose husband will say yes. Why are you calling my wife? This and that. I mean, it's uncalled for. We all need peace. Let us rule out suspicion in our marriages. Another marriage killer is unforgiveness. We can, unforgiveness, even generally speaking, not in marriages alone, within the family. Maybe father-child relationship, mother-relationship, we are bound to, offend each other. Just let us forgive. The Lord will give each and every one of us grace to forgive. Because I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes your offense is beyond your imagination. You are wondering, should I forgive this individual? But God has, commanded us to forgive. Forgiveness is mandatory. We don't have a choice. Sometimes some wives and some husbands, they live in so much bitterness that when it is so prolonged until they are old. And then the mother will say, hey, I've gone to babysit, and abandon the father in the home to be buying food in the neighborhood. It is uncalled for. Let us forgive. Because we want the Lord Almighty, our Creator, to forgive us. The Lord will give each and every one of us a willing heart to forgive. When, like I said, forgiveness is not optional. Forgiveness is mandatory. And another marriage killer is when you just desire to win arguments all of the time. Watch it. When you appear to be winning the arguments all the time, hey, the other party is planning something that you may not know. I was in a meeting when word of knowledge just came that there's a woman in the meeting that is always winning an argument, and that her nature has affected the daughter, even in the daughter's marriage, and that the daughter's husband is about leaving the daughter. When the man came out, a grandmother, she owned up that yes, she's always ensuring that she wins every argument. That even when the husband invites the pastors to come and sort out the issue, that immediately the pastor steps out, she will say to her husband, oh, pastor has gone. Now you are left with me. The man kept his cool. And that is the way of life the daughter lives. And continued like that in our own marriage. Everything we are doing, as I always say, when we talk on parenting, the best way that we can parent effectively is role modeling. Children are watching us. They are just listening to our instruction. They are watching the way we live our life. So that time, that marriage, been watching the mother that, oh, okay, mom, she's always winning arguments. She went into our marriage to that I must be a champion in this marriage. And the man was just keeping quiet and had just to take off. Thank God for that. And thank God that the mother was touched at the meeting and she was able to go back home and effect a change in the daughter's marriage. When you win your arguments all of the time, watch out. The other party is not happy. You don't know what that other party is planning. Our marriages will not break up in Jesus' name. When you keep secrets from your spouse, and the secrets now becomes unfolded, it can be another problem. I was in a meeting when, after I left the meeting, my spiritual daughter that followed me now said, Mom, there was something you said at that meeting. I said, what did I say? She said, I told them not to keep secrets. I said, so what about that? She said, is it good for a wife to reveal to the husband that she has a building somewhere? I said, it is good. Why not? Why not? She confided in me that day that, she already had a building and she was not planning to tell her husband. I said, please, today go home, let him know what is happening. If this man loves you still, he will accept that God has given that building to you, and it will not be a source of problem. Children in the house, sometimes we keep some secrets from your parents that may have damaging consequences. Sometimes wives keep secrets from their husbands that may have damaging consequences. Some people may, when they discover a secret that your spouse does not know about, they may now start holding you to ransom with saying, if you don't give me this, if you don't give me that, then I will reveal the secret. It is better for us to know where we're going. If you're happy with that secret, you will still, you will keep up with that person. You'll accept that secret as part of, maybe it's part of your past. Say it. I remember someone met my husband, I think a year into our marriage, and said, oh, I wasn't there. My husband showed him my photograph. And he said, oh, this is Miss History in our department when we were in Unilag. Oh, he said, yes, he knows about it. Apparently, it was not a beauty pageant, per se. We had departmental party. I was just in my 100 level. I didn't even know that was how they were going to choose the big queen for the department. As far as I was concerned, I still love dancing. I was just dancing. And before I knew, they were eliminating people. That they were saying, okay, 2 more people remaining, 3 more people. And then I became known as Miss History. Just because I danced, it is still something I love doing. And then they said, oh, you have emerged as our departmental queen. If my husband wasn't informed that, oh, this happened, he may not just be thinking, maybe he will be an old-fashioned person that will not think of having someone like that as a wife. He said, so this girl has gone to expose her body. She went on the wrong way. She was, parading her body. So she had been a beauty queen before, and she didn't even mention it to me. And then he would come home sad. And then sometimes when people are sad like that, they don't easily and quickly tell you what is responsible for their sadness. And then it may take days and weeks before you now have anything to talk, and you will now say, so you are even this, you are even that. I mean, let's unfold whatever it is that we need to know about each other. It will save our marriages. It will save our relationships, even as parents, even as children. I've always said, I want to be a mother that when my child messes up, he or she will be proud, bold enough to tell me that I have messed up. Mommy, can you help me? I have messed up. This is what I did. I know it is not what I should do, but I have done it. What can you do to help me? But if your child or your spouse knows that when I tell you what is within them, that is their secret per se, all hell will kill you, then they will not tell you. Will it be nice for you to go and hear such things outside? I think it's a clarion call for us to relax, closer to our family members so that they'll be able to tell us whatever it is they are going through. Sometimes they go through, things that are really hurting them, and they want to share with you. Maybe as a mother, maybe as a father, maybe as a husband, maybe as a wife, and they are wondering, hey, this person is so tough. What if I just tell? And then he reacts like this. What if I just tell? And then she reacts like this. God will help us to keep our homes in Jesus' name. And then some of us, we have hereditary history of marital instability. When you are aware of that, know that the devil is not happy that your marriage will stay happy. That your marriage will not be interrupted, the devil does not like it. The devil will use anybody to break your marriage. And I mean it, anybody. People you think are in love with you because happily married, they are envious of you. It will take God to make you know those that are happy for you. Sometimes some people are happy when you have complaints. But when you don't have complaints, they want to do anything to trigger happiness in your home. Again, we have to be careful who share our secrets. Some people you think they're happy with, you think they want to help you, but they are looking for any opportunity to make you unhappy. Some people you are sharing your joy moments with, they are not happy. They will just smile. Somebody said, someone that is hurting has tendency to hurt others. Some people may be hurting, but if they have the Spirit of God in them, they don't have any tendency to hurt anybody. They are happy for you. It will take the Spirit of God to let you identify the people that are happy for you when you are happy, the people that have gone envious, that why is it you are happy all the time? Years back, I think the year I clocked 40, so said when it was time to talk about me, that she was just always wondering, this lady always bubbly, always laughing, that she was just always wondering, why is she always happy? Along the line, she became very close to me. She my friend. She knew that even the fact that I'm always happy, always bubbly, I'm always laughing, it didn't mean that I don't have challenges. There's nobody, mark it. There's nobody that has nothing that is a challenge at one time or the other. But it depends on the way you face it. It depends on the way you want to go about it. We all have challenges here and there. But stay happy. When you stay happy, it's showing that you know that challenge is not beyond God. Luke 1:37 says, He can do all things. There's no impossibility with Him. When you know that there's no impossibility with God, even whatever the challenge in that marriage, you will stay happy. And whatever be the hereditary marital instability in your union, maybe mommy and daddy were divorced, maybe something happened. I mean, nobody enjoys divorce. Children in divorce, they even suffer for it. I tell people, why am I concerned that marriages should stay happy? It is because I had that kind of challenge as a child. My parents separated at a time, and it wasn't easy. So I know what I went through, and I don't pray it even for my enemy. That's why these days, I want to ensure that your marriages are happy, that your family is thriving, because I know what I missed. I don't want it for anybody. One thing that will not allow your marriage to die is effective communication. When you can communicate effectively in your marriage, in your family, there will be little or no problem. Like I said, we all have challenges. There's nobody without challenge. But communicate it. There are misunderstandings because we don't talk. You that maybe this person is not happy to see me. No, when you ask, then why the person is moody. Some people don't like communication. It means that they don't like things to work out. I want to encourage each and every one of us. If you want, be it with your girlfriend, with your friends of the same gender, or with your pastor, with your family of God in church, family in the home, effective communication is very key. Even with your colleagues, you need communication to know what's out. You know how to forge your company or business forward. It is always good to dialogue. You know, one thing that is terrible is people go to war, and after war, they come again and sit on the round table to have a dialogue. Why is not, possible to have that dialogue before war erupts? I mean, sit and talk about anything that is worrying you. I know society these days, there's economic meltdown. Everybody is not happy, in quotes. Talk about it. Talk about the way forward. Don't just be downcast. Communication is key. Sometimes, as parents, our children think that we are unfair to them. But if you are too tough, they can't even face you. It is not good. Children, you are in control of the children today. Tomorrow, the ones that will be telling you what to do. I know what I'm talking about. These days, my children will tell me, Mommy, do it like this, Mommy, do it like that. But if you are a parent that when they are growing up, they are not free to talk to you. When they need to contribute even to your own life, then they will not be free to talk to you. We all have one thing or the other to benefit from each other. So communication is very important. The Lord will help each and every one of us. We don't need pride in any relationship. You don't have to lord yourself over anybody. That's yes, because I'm the father in the house, I dictate the shots. Because I'm the mother in the house, I dictate the shots. No, let us learn to have effective communication in the home. I think last week we talked on contentment. I want to, just remind you about what we talked about last week. We talked on contentment. If you have anything that is worrying you, if you can, just have effective communication, that thing may not be something to worry about. Something you need that you are thinking about, oh, how can I have it? Can this thing happen to me? Can I actually possess this thing? When you communicate with people, before you know it, help is around the corner. But because you have not developed the habit of effective communication, then you don't get the help that you need. Yesterday I was worried about something. I said, oh, the Holy Spirit said, call someone. And the person said, oh, don't worry, but I have an answer for you. If I don't want to communicate with people and I just keep it to myself, that thing will just worry me, and worry will eat someone up. The Lord will help us. Children of God, what have we talked about today? Marriage killers. Careless appearance, especially ladies, please. Most of the time, our men, they dress up very well. But there are some careless dressers too, as men. Please watch it. Laziness, keeping a dirty environment can kill your marriage. Unforgiveness, I told you, can kill marriages. Until I come again your way next week, we'll continue on this marriage killers by the special grace of God. Please make your marriages work. Be happy in the home. Let your communication in the family be very effective. God bless you. But before I go, I'd like to let you know and link up with me on my YouTube channel, Yemisi Ayorinde. On Facebook, Bolajoko Oluyemisi Ayorinde. God bless you.